A medical practice in Greenville was hacked, and patients of Milestone Family Medicine are now at risk of identity theft.
Yeah,
this happened back in January.
Exactly right. Bon Secours St. Francis Physician Services was managing that doctor's office at the time. 7 News anchor DIANE Lee looked into what happened and what patients, like me in this case, need to know.
Yeah, Gordon and Amy, it was actually 2 months ago today that Bon Secours says that it learned of this breach. Patients are only just now learning about it because the hospital system says it wanted to first investigate what happened and the scope of the hack.
Names, birth dates, addresses, medical info, and social security numbers. That's the kind of data Bon Secours says hackers took from Milestone Family Medicine in Greenville. Longtime patient Jean Lister is wondering why anyone would want her medical data.
A lot of things has been stolen, but I didn't think about that.
IT security expert Kevin Hodges at USC Upstate says health insurance information is even more profitable on the dark web than credit card info.
And the fact that someone can take that information and tie it to your insurance company and then use it to file false claims in your name could make identity theft even worse, because now they've altered and tampered with your entire medical history.
Bon Secours declined an on-camera interview and would not say how many patients are affected, but the hospital system is sending a letter to them offering identity protection services. In a statement, Bon Secours told 7 News its investigation, quote, found Milestone was using systems and programs not managed by Bon Secours, and the attack targeted electronic health record systems that allowed remote user access to the internet.
Bon Secours says its IT security team visited all of its physicians' practices to review computer programs, and any internet connections for systems not used to support patient care were shut down to avoid future hacks.
Just like anybody else, you don't want your information stolen, and it's amazing that people make a living out of doing that. People wake up every morning and try to figure out how to steal your hard-earned money from you.
Yeah, very disturbing to patients like you, Gordon.
Yeah.
Before we get to that in a minute, I should note that state agencies like the Department of Consumer Affairs are also going to be conducting, likely, an investigation into this breach. And I also want to say, because you probably saw me standing in front of that sign that said Spartanburg Regional, this particular office is now under Spartanburg Regional, which is a move that was in place before the breach was discovered.
So, as you say, my wife and I are both patients of this doctor's office, and I called today. They got medical information, insurance information, Social Security, on and on and on. For patients like me, can I take some solace and there's going to be some sort of remedy that fixes this for me?
Well, the letter home that you should be getting, because it's going out today, will say that you can take advantage of this ID protection services, which you definitely should. Also, all patients should definitely check any information that's sent to your home from your insurance company on any claims that were filed, because if there's anything there that you or your wife did not actually do or have services that you didn't do, then you need to call them immediately and let them know. And you may want to give your insurance company a heads up as well.
Is there any kind of state penalty for those responsible for the data that we've given them?
Well, I know, as discussed, the Department of Consumer Affairs will be looking into this. If there is a state penalty, that investigation would be handed over to the Attorney General's office. I did contact them. They say it's not with them at this point. So we're going to be following this story, and we'll certainly let you know if there's any updates.
I'm glad to check in.